Hey everyone, it's Ralph here. Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm taking you on a journey from 0 to 100 deals, and I'm going to share you the biggest lesson I've learned along the way. Whether you're getting started or you're trying to scale, I believe after you learn these, you will be able to get to 100 deals a lot faster than I did. So let's jump right in. Lesson number one is that your first deal is always the hardest. But you need to remember that this deal is actually key to open the door for the rest of the business for you. It was so tough to put a first deal on the contract, talking to so many sellers, wasting so much time, wasting so much money, wasting so much effort. All of that was insane because I didn't know what I was doing, but I just had this belief that I had to keep working and somehow I will figure this out. But one thing has happened. When I closed my first deal, the momentum started. I remember calling my family and being so extremely excited because even though my first deal was only $2,000, I remember calling back and saying, hey, this actually works. All that effort and all that time that I've put into this didn't go to waste. This business is actually real and it works. And that's the biggest thing that you need to learn. When you start on your real estate wholesaling journey, one thing that you need to really understand is that this concept works. And the only way you're truly gonna understand that is when you close your first deal. So what I tell a lot of my students, I say, hey, it doesn't matter how much your first deal is, just close it. I know you wanna make that $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 that you see on the internet, and I understand it's great, but there's nothing more important than getting your first check. So if that's gonna be $500, if that's gonna be $1,000, it's gonna be $2,000 or $5,000, whatever it is. If it's more money, great, of course, but don't concentrate on the money, concentrate on closing the deal. This will help you set yourself up for success. Lesson number two is consistency. But before we go any further, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content so far. You need to understand that consistency will always be talent. I know there's people that can do better things than me. They can do better cold calling. They're better at sales. They can better at that, whatever it is. But all I can promise you is that I'm better at staying consistent, and I will always improve and I will never give up. And that's one of the things is that's why I have this motto on my wall, is because I will never stop until I decide that I win. There are people out there that's so much better on the phone than I am. They're so much better at marketing than I am. But what I can tell you, some of them are not closing deals. And why is that? Because they're not consistent. They don't have their systems in place, none of that stuff. So you have to be consistent. You have to be smart. When I first started real estate wholesaling, I started sending texts every single day. And I knew that I had to wake up at this time, do this, send so many texts, try to set a contract a day, this, that, whatever it was, whatever KPIs I set up for myself, I had to do them. I went all in. From morning time to night time, I was at my computer working and doing the best I can. If you are in real estate wholesaling and you're struggling to close deals, look at your consistency. What did you do yesterday? What did you do today? What is your plans for tomorrow? All that stuff is incredibly important. Did you make an excuse yesterday? Are you making an excuse today? Are you making an excuse for tomorrow? All those things are incredibly important to answer. You have to answer those questions in order to be successful in this business. Lesson number three, and the thing I learned really early on, is that you need systems in order to scale. When I started closing deals, I started investing that right back into real estate, getting new systems, CRMs, VAs, all that stuff. And you had to figure it out how you can now manage this lead generation system that you had going. Learning this system, not only just like a CRM, but also understanding your business systems. Okay, when do we follow up? What do we say this time? When they don't answer, what do we do then? All that stuff, you have to kind of figure it out, and you have to run your small business. And even if you're considered self-employed right now, you have to run it as if you're a big business. And that's how I try to think about it. If you run your business that is small right now as a big business, eventually when you start growing, you have all these things in place that you can just give out to other people, and you say, hey, you do this, here's the blueprint of how to do that. You do this, here's the blueprint of how to do that. Then you'll be able to scale. Lesson number four, adaptability is key. And in the last 4 years, the real estate went through the craziest changes. We went from no one wanting to buy properties because COVID started, then COVID started and everyone started buying properties. And then we went through change. Now people are scared to buy properties because the rates are so high. So there's so many things that have changed over the last 4 years. And one thing I can tell you, if you're not able to adapt to the situation that happens around you, you're not going to be successful in any business, not just real estate. When I started, texting was so fantastic. So what we did, we texted all the time, but things are changing. Texting is not as good anymore. So we implemented mailers. We implemented online website. We implemented PPC leads. We implemented cold calling that we started doing a little bit more than texting. So all of that kind of stuff. So in my opinion, this business changes daily. So don't be stuck to your own ways. That is the biggest problem that a lot of people face when they fail, is that they know what they're doing, so they believe in their method. And I did that too for a while. I was like, yeah, texting works, let's do it. And it still does, but it's not as good as before. So therefore, if I want to keep up my volume, I have to expand to other marketing methods. And lesson number 5 is that relationships are everything in this business. I can't tell you how much time I wasted trying to do this business alone. And what I mean by that, even though I did hire VAs pretty early on, but it was just us, right? So it wasn't like I didn't really create a relationship with buyers. I didn't value a relationship with buyers. I was like, they'll buy whatever it is and it doesn't matter. So all of that mentality actually hurt me a lot in the beginning. And it is so important. Create relationships. Go out to networking events, create relationships with people, share your business card, follow up with people, go to lunch with people, whatever it is, create relationships. Relationship and networking is the main pillar of this entire business. So start networking early. That's my biggest suggestion to you. So there you have it. Those are my biggest lessons from closing 100 deals in real estate wholesaling. I hope this video helps, even if you're just getting started or you're trying to scale to 100 deals or more. If you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. What is the biggest lesson you have learned in your real estate wholesaling journey so far? And as always, guys, peace.